welcome to another ASP video. Today we're going to be doing some superhero training. So all our activities today are going to be divided up into 3 different categories: balance, stretching, and then just general movement. Also, if you get confused, every single thing we do today is going to be either 10 seconds or 10 of whatever activity it is. So if we're jumping up and down, we're going to do it 10 times. So if you get confused and don't know how long you're supposed to do things, just remember the number 10. Also, make sure you got some water handy because it's always important to have water when we're exercising. So let's get started. Alright, so before we do any sort of activity, it's super important for us to stretch. So the first thing we're going to do is stretch. So what you're going to do first is you're going to straighten your body nice and tall. You can bend it backwards a little bit. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. 9, 10. And then let's do that like 3 times. Awesome. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to twist our body like this, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So you're going to have one hand on this hip, and you're going to try and grab your other hand, or your other hip with this hand, and you're just going to twist. Nice. If you want to do that a couple more times, feel free to do that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bend down and touch our toes, and we're going to hold that for 10 seconds, and then you can do it 3 times. You can do that more if you want, but I'm only going to do 3. So reach down, touch your toes. The last one, we're going to sit on the ground. And you're going to put your legs out in front of you. I don't know if you can see. And then you're just going to try and reach forward as far as you can and hold it for 10 seconds. I need to stretch more. Alright, so there are all our stretching activities. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some balance activities. Alright, so for our balance activities, the first one is we're going to balance on one foot, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. 9, 10. And if you want a challenge, you can do it again, but with your eyes closed. Alright, awesome. So the next one is we are going to hop on one foot again, so you can switch back to the other foot, and we're going to hop 10 times on one foot. And if you want to make it more superhero-y, you can put a hand on your hip and a hand out and pretend you're flying like a superhero and do 10 more. Alright, so I had to quickly adjust my camera for this next one, but we're going to practice our superhero flying hold again, but down on the ground. So you're going to get down like you're crawling. You're going to lift up one leg, and you're going to lift up the opposite arm. You're going to hold them both out, and you can count to 10 and balance like this. 9, 10. All right, and then switch. So put your other leg back, put the opposite arm forward, and then count to 10. Awesome. If you want to do that a couple more times, definitely do that. Also, if you need to take a water break, please do that at any point during this video. It's important to take water breaks. Alright, so now we're going to get into our movement activities. So to start, we're going to wiggle our body out for 10 seconds. Just sort of shake off all the stretching and the balancing activities we did. Make sure we are ready to go. And then our first activity is going to be a jump. So we're going to jump 10 times, and if you want to turn it into a superhero looking thing, feel free. We are training to be superheroes here. So we're going to jump 10 times, see how high you can get. Alright, if you want to do that again, feel free. Alright, so our next activity is a leaping activity. So you can either leap forward like this, then you land, you keep going, If you don't have a lot of room like me, what you guys can't see is furniture in the way, but I don't have a lot of room, so I'm just gonna jump side to side like this, kind of like I'm skating or running, but like really exaggerated running. So we're gonna do that 10 times again. But one, this is one. So it's not 1, 2. This counts as one when you land on both feet. So technically you're doing 20. All right, so let's get going. All right, next one is we're just gonna run on the spot for 10 seconds. Perfect. And then we're gonna skip on the spot for 10 seconds. So you're gonna have an imaginary jump rope or a real jump rope if you have one handy, and then you're just gonna jump. 1. All right, our next one is gonna be high knees. We're gonna do that for 10 seconds. You can put your hands up here. You're just trying to drive your knee up super high, super quickly for 10 seconds. All right, here we go. The next activity, we're just gonna slide to our left, slide to our right. You can do that just like that. If you wanna make it harder, you can do another jump. Again, you can do the leaping one. Or if you wanna get a little groove into it, you can like cross over. And we're just gonna go back and forth 10 times, however you choose to do it. So I'll do a little bit of both, but let's go. So for this next one, you're gonna need a chair, preferably not a rolly, twisty chair like mine, just because you want something a little more stable because you don't want to fall, but this is all I have. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sit down and stand back up 10 times. If you want to make it harder, you can try sitting down and standing up. Ooh, I'm bad at that. With one leg. And do 5 on each side, and then 5 on the other side. But either way, you're gonna do 10 times. So let's do it. All right, so there's our superhero training. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you get a big drink of water after doing that. Feel free to do those activities as many times as you like, or as long as you'd like. Just make sure we're getting moving and we're drinking lots of water while we do it. So, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.